All right, here we go. Wednesday afternoon yoga, and we're not intentionally doing hot yoga, but we can't help it because of the weather. So find a comfortable place to sit. Maybe you have a puppy in your lap. Lifting up your torso and spine. Nice erect posture. Relax the shoulders down. Rest the hands. And begin to breathe. Begin to notice your breath. I'm sure you've been breathing all day. But this may be the first time you've paid attention to your breath all day. And then do whatever pranayama you like to intentionally slow down the exhale or to just breathe more deeply and fully. And now we'll take a few cleansing breaths. So inhaling fully, completely expanding your rib cage, and then exhaling with some force from the abs through an open mouth. Very nice. And now we'll start neck stretches, dropping the chin to the chest. Let it hang, let your neck relax. And then roll the chin side to side, warming up the neck muscles. And maybe turning that into a full circle, if that's comfortable for you. If you're doing the full circle, make sure to change direction. And then sit right back up with the torso erect. And we'll do our shoulder stretch. So grab your left wrist with your right hand. Your arms can be straight or bent. And then drop the ear to the right side. Feel the stretch on the top of your left shoulder. Try to relax the whole left arm. And then inhale up, loosen the shoulders and switch. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Torso stays upright, shoulders level, ear goes left. And then inhale up again. Let's shoulder roll. Inhale up, exhale down. Feel the mobility of your shoulders, your upper back, your shoulder blades. And then change direction. Nice. Nice, and now let's open the arms wide, spread the fingers, pause, and really stretch outward, maybe bend your palms, flex at the wrists, both directions, and then we'll inhale up, fill the rib cage, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Excuse my yawn. And now we'll bring the palms together, flip them up toward the ceiling. Maybe a little back bend here, arching, pressing your navel forward and your shoulders back, and then rotate. Gently twisting the spine and rib cage, looking under your armpit. Good, and now let's drop one hand, side bend, pulling the shoulder and elbow back. Feel the stretch in your upper side. Use your bottom hand to press the hips down. And now we'll do big circles. We haven't done these in a while. So nice big slow circles, coordinating with your breath. And then change direction. And inhale everything up. And exhale to the other side. Set yourself up in a deep side bend. Bend that bottom elbow. Keep the hips on the floor. And now big circles. And change direction. And come back to upright, big inhale. Gently press the backs of your hands toward each other. Feel the stretch throughout your arms. Shoulder blades squeeze together behind you. Breathe, neck is loose. And on your exhale, give yourself a big hug. Gently pulling the shoulder blades forward. Noticing which elbow is on top. And then we'll open wide again. Big inhale, flip the thumbs down and bring your palms together. Link your hands and then lift your arms. Really compress your shoulder blades. Feel your spine arch, feel your abs stretch. And then exhale, another hug with the other elbow on top. And then shake it out. Nice. We'll come down to hands and knees, do a little more warm up. So from tabletop position, slowly move into your cats and cows. You can speed it up as you go, but I encourage you to nice and slow articulate your spine to start with. Inhaling as we come forward into cow and exhaling as we push back into cat. And then coming back up into tabletop, just do a faster version of horse pose. So look over one shoulder at the hips, and then switch. And do this a couple more times. Again, take your time, really feel the spine curving, feel your sides stretching. I like to inhale through the center and then exhale to the side. Nice. Next, we'll do thread the needle. So inhale the left arm high, pause, stretch, and exhale to the floor. Hands palm to palm, right hand slides out. Walk the fingers out as far as they'll go, and with an exhale, wind your arm around. Roll your left arm on the floor. Unwind, press up, inhale the left high, exhale it down. Switching sides, now inhale the right arm high, exhale to the floor. Hands palm to palm, and then slide the left hand out. Reach, reach, stretch your shoulders, and with an exhale, bind. And the right arm rolls. Unwind, press up, inhale high, exhale low. Nice. All right, moving on to kickstand. Let's start with the left leg back, flex your foot, swing it to the side, and come back, resting on your heel, relax your left leg, and reach out for the ankle. Option to reach for your toes with a relaxed ankle. Release, come back up to tabletop. We'll switch sides. Right leg, flexed foot, push through your heel, stretch your leg, swing it out to the side. Coming down to rest on your forearms, relaxing the right leg, reaching toward the ankle. Option to add the toe grab with a soft ankle joint. Release and come back up to tabletop for drunken cow. Yay! So spinning around, getting your whole body involved. And when you feel pretty good one way, let's take it the other direction. And then swing forward into an ab stretch with arms straight or resting on the elbows. Gently twisting, swaying, getting your abs warmed up. And then we'll widen the knees and push back into child's pose. All right. I thought we would do just one conditioning exercise today, the really hard one, elbows. So for elbows, you have two options. You can start from tabletop. You extend your leg and then bring your knee to the elbow on the same side, cross, and extend again. If you are stronger, you can do this from down dog. So you come up into down dog and do the same thing. So find your beginning position. We'll extend the left leg fully. Swing your left knee to left elbow, right elbow, extend. Left, right, 2. Left, right, 3. Left, right, 4. Left, right, 5. Halfway there. Left, right, 6. Left, right, 7. Left, right, 8. 2 more. Left, right, 9. Last 1. Extend, come down. Good job. Take a quick rest pose. Maybe a modified child's, or maybe an ab stretch, maybe a water break. And we'll do it again on the other side. So now you should know which pose is best for you today, whether you're going to start from tabletop or from down dog. So assume your initial position, extend the right leg, get the furniture out of the way. Ooh, there we go. Right, left, extend, right, left, 2, right, left, 3, right, left, 4, right, left, 5, halfway there, right, left, 6, right, left, 7, right, left, 8, 2 more, right, left, 9, last 1. Thank goodness. Come down into your favorite rest pose. Woo. Whew. So I was finding that doing all stretches and no conditioning during the midweek session was leaving me not really prepared for the conditioning on the weekend session. So trying to mix in a little more. Let's come into cobbler's pose. Pulling the feet in close, pressing the knees down. You can gently wobble your knees one at a time or both together. Lift your spine and torso, your chest. Feel your knees sinking down with gravity. Catch your breath like I'm doing. And then option to reach down with your thumbs and open out the balls of your feet for an even deeper inner thigh stretch. Nice. Let's now move the heels out into diamond pose. So your legs are forming a diamond shape in front of you, and you lean forward, bringing your hands under your calves, and then to rest on the tops of your feet. And let your head and upper body hang forward. And let everything go, taking your attention all the way down your spine, from the nape of your neck all the way down to your tailbone. Soften your whole spine. When your attention reaches the base of your spine, loosen up everything that might be clenched in your pelvic area. And then try bringing upper and lower body a little closer together. Head can come closer to the feet. Elbows can come closer to the mat. Make these very tiny, gentle movements. Do not yank yourself forward. And then release, unwind your arms. Of course, we'll do a back bend after that. So bring your arms behind you. Extend your feet out in front. Spread your toes, flex and point. And then prepare your arms to lift your weight. We're going to have parallel legs, toes pointing forward, lift your hips up high. Option to drop your head. And then lower down with control. Very good. We're going to very slowly make our way to standing and do some wide bends, wide angle forward bend. So coming up into a low squat. Use your upper arms to press your knees apart. You can sway and twist here. You can try coming knuckle to knuckle for a little more stretch. Really relax your low back and pelvis. This is a great pose after you've been standing all day. And then we're going to drop the hands and lift up into forward fold. So bring your feet parallel under your hips, maybe about a foot apart. And let your upper body hang. Feel the stretch up and down the backs of your legs. Grab your elbows and sway gently. And now we're going to drop your right hand to your left ankle. So your hand is across. And then lift your left arm high for Rishi's twist. You can look up at your hand if that's all right, or look at the mat if your neck feels twisted. I really feel this stretch in the back of the calves and the back of the knee. And gently bring your left hand down, grab your right ankle, and switch. Your right arm comes high. And drop both hands down. We'll do another calf stretch. So for this one, we're going to take your left foot and cross it to the outside of your right foot. So your feet are backwards. And then hang down just like we were before. So this really accentuates the stretch in the back of the right calf. You can rest your hands on your thigh, your knee, the floor, a block, whatever is necessary for you to feel safe and balanced. And then we'll uncross. Just pause a moment there, and then cross your right foot outside your left foot. And again, hang down. You can rest your hands somewhere on your legs, somewhere on the floor, or maybe you have a block in front of you. Now feeling the stretch, especially in the back of the left calf and knee. It's also a balance challenge to have your feet backwards. And then uncross, come back to forward fold a minute, breathe, and then we'll slowly roll up. Use your abs to help roll your torso up. Your neck is the last thing to straighten. Yep, I was afraid I'd be off camera there. It won't be for long. So now I'd like you to grab a chair, a table, the back of a couch, even the wall. Just something where you can rest your hands out in front of you. You can do this against the wall, certainly. And then we're going to come into 3 sides of a rectangle. So your legs are straight up and down from heels to hips, and your back from your hips to your hands is one big straight line. So let your rib cage sink down like a suspension bridge. Feel the stretch under your armpits, let your head sink down. Nice, and now we'll come into a wide angle forward fold. So coming into a nice wide stance, a stance that feels safe for you. Maybe your hands can touch the floor, maybe you need a support of some kind under your hands. Just sink into your forward fold for a couple breaths, feeling the stretch in the backs of your legs. And then walk your hands to one side. So your hands rest on your shin or your ankle somewhere on your left leg. So feeling a really nice intense stretch all the way down the left leg. And then we'll walk the hands back through the center. Same thing on the other side. And now we'll turn it into a lunge. So this time, walk your hands over to one side. Pivot your foot so that you and your foot are facing the same way. And your back leg is behind you with your heel off the floor. So we're in a nice deep lunge. And now we're going to drop the back knee, flatten the back foot, and sit back. Grab your front toes or ankle, whatever you can reach, into a runner's lunge. And we'll come back up and switch sides. So just making your way back into your wide angle forward bend. I'll shift my alignment here. So first we're pivoting into our lunge. So torso and foot are facing the same direction. The back leg is long. You're resting on the ball of the back foot. And just hang out here in your lunge a moment. And then drop the back knee, flatten the back foot, and sit back, grabbing your toes, ankle, shin, whatever you've got a hold of. For this runner's lunge, nice stretch for the back of the leg. And use your hands to help you come back up into your forward lunge, back into your wide angle. And we'll do Rishi's twist from here. So with your right hand under your face, lift your left arm high. I'm feeling the stretch in the inner right thigh. And then we bring the left hand down. It takes the right's place and the right arm rises high. And now I'm feeling that twisting stretch in the inner left thigh. Again, you can look up at your hand or down at the mat, whichever your neck is happier with. And come back down. And now setting up for wide angle down dog. So you're in your nice, safe wide angle stance. Walk your hands forward until you can get to a place where you can have a straight line from your hands to your hips. So dropping your rib cage down. This should feel very similar to what we did against the chair or the wall. So you're letting your rib cage drop, your head drop. Feel the stretch in your calves. And then walk the hands back up. We're in our forward fold once more. And maybe now that we're all stretched out, maybe you can get your head a little closer to the floor. than you did when we started. Let's heel toe in and roll up again, nice and slow. Use your abs for support. And we'll come back down on the floor. So everything is visible again. We'll do half dragon. Half lightning, excuse me, half lightning. So for half lightning, I'm going to have the left calf in front of me and the right calf is to my side pointing straight back. This is a very pretty pose. Makes me think of a mermaid. And then you come down onto your left elbow. You're going to start to feel a stretch in your right quad. And then bring your right elbow back. And now you've got both elbows behind you. You're pressing your right knee towards the floor. This is a pretty intense stretch for me, so I'm going to stay right here. If you feel like you could safely lie down flat on the floor, go for it. You may have a little trouble getting out. But this is good enough for me. You can grab your right foot with your right hand, if that helps deepen that stretch a little bit for you. You have the option to drop your head. And now to get out of this, we're going to straighten the right arm and bring it around to your left side, and then straighten your left arm, and then come back to the front. And we'll switch. So bring your right shin in front of you and your left shin pointing straight back. So find your seat there, and then we come down on the right elbow, feeling that stretch start, left elbow, and then find a comfortable place for you to rest while you stretch. So I'm grabbing my left foot with my left hand. I'm going to drop my head. You can add on any or none of those. Lift your head, straighten your left arm, straighten your right arm, and come up. Nice. Let's do a little hip lift after that. So sitting cross-legged, bring the hands behind you, and lift your hips. So you're really pressing them up high, stretching the quads again, but this time together. Lower down. We'll counter that with the forward bend. So bring your forearms in front of you. Try to rest on your forearms or maybe some sort of support. Feeling the stretch now in your outer hips. Relax. Let your hips sink into the floor. In fact, if you find your hips are tilting off the floor, use your hands to push back. So use your hands against the floor to push your hips back. Feel the stretch. And then we'll sit up and do it again with the legs crossed the other way. So cross your legs the way you don't instinctively. Arms behind for support. Lifting the hips high, rolling your knees forward. Feel the stretch in your quads. It may be more intense this way because this is not the way we cross our legs. And then slowly come down. And again, we'll bring the elbows, forearms forward. And try to sink into this, or maybe you need to press to keep your hips down. I'm really feeling the stretch in my outer right hip with my legs crossed this way. It may be the other side for you. And then sitting up again, let's come down on the back and do reclined pigeon. So resting on your back. Place your left ankle on your right knee. I like to push the left knee away. It helps open up the hip joint. And then with both hands, we reach around the right thigh. So you can grab the right thigh or the right shin. And then relax your upper body back. And your right leg acts as a lever, pulling your left foot towards you and stretching your left hamstring and left piriformis. So relax into it. Let your left leg especially just relax as you gently pull your right leg in. Check in with your low back. Make sure that's not tensed up. Let it relax. Let all your pelvic muscles go. And then release. Good. We'll rotate the left foot. And then bring the left foot down. Rest your right ankle on your left knee. Push your right knee away. And then reach through and grab either left thigh or left shin. Rest your upper body back. Relax your legs. Let gravity and your body weight pull your legs in towards your upper body, stretching your right hamstring and piriformis. Relax your back, relax your pelvis. Release your left foot to the floor. Rotate your right ankle. And bring your right foot down. Okay, we'll finish off with John's pose before Shavasana. So with your arms at your sides, or sorry, teed out, you're going to lift up the knees so that they're directly over your hips. Your feet are just dangling, and then drop your knees to the right. Right hand holds them down, and you look away over your left shoulder. Feel the stretch in your left hip and up your whole spine, very gentle. And then your head comes back to center. And don't forget to engage your core. Use your abs to pull your knees back up to center and give them a hug and a rock. And we'll go the other way. So releasing arms out to the side. Knees begin directly over your hips. Drop the knees left. Left hand holds them down. Look away over your right shoulder. Head to center, abs engaged, knees to center, and rock. You can do the knee circles if you like from the post back stretches. If you're doing that, try to go both ways. Excellent, and we are ready for Shavasana. So you can lie with your legs straight out in front of you, feet flopped out to the sides, or you can bring your knees in to support each other in your low back. So begin to relax from head to toe. Relax your scalp. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes and all the tiny muscles around your eyes. No focus needed right now. Do the same for all the tiny muscles around your mouth. No one's looking. You can be slack-jawed. So let your jaw and your tongue relax. Let your throat relax and your neck. And as your neck softens, feel your shoulders sink back into the mat. Let your rib cage follow suit. Let your navel sink downward. And let your pelvis just melt into a puddle on the mat. And pause to savor that sensation of a relaxed torso. And then let that feeling flow through your limbs, your upper arms and elbows, your forearms and wrists. Let the softness cup in your soft open palms and reach all the way to your fingertips. Pause to savor the softness in your arms. And then shift your attention to your legs. Soften the thighs and hamstrings, the knees and calves, the ankles and arches. And let the softness reach the tips of your toes. And pause to savor the softness in your legs. Allow your breath to be natural. And just lie here soaking up the benefit of your practice. Begin to breathe more deeply. Breathing through your limbs to your fingers and toes, letting them wiggle back to life. Wiggle your wrists and ankles and neck. And then maybe take a long full body stretch or bring your knees to your chest or whatever pose you like to do after Shavasana. And then roll gently to one side, resting your head on your arm. And think of something you're grateful for. I'm grateful our heat wave is due to come to an end. And when you're ready, press up to seated. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.